No problem.
All right, good evening, everybody. My name's Adam Bree. I'm the chair of the License and Permits Committee. It is May 4th at 6:33 p.m. I'm going to go over some ground rules now. Okay. One, no one may speak until granted to the floor. Number two, CB11 members, if you have a question about board business or wish to make a motion, please raise your hand through Zoom. If you click the participants icon, the participants panel should appear and you should find the raise hand function there. If you still have technical difficulty, you may click the chat icon and relay your difficulty to the staff. Number three, the chat function should not be used for CB11 business or questions about agenda topics. All such remarks should be made on the record by raising your hand through Zoom. Chat should only be used to alert us to any technical difficulties you are having or to state in writing information like an email address that was already stated out loud on the record during the meeting. Number four, please keep your questions and comments succinct and germane to the discussion. Number five, members of the public, if you have a question or comment about the subjects of the agenda, please raise Zoom and wait to be called. Okay, I'll call the meeting to order. And then after the roll call, Judith, if you could take over, I will be here for any help you need, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
You called it to order at a time, Adam?
Oh, all right, sorry. 6:34 p.m. I'll call the meeting to order.
Thank you. Okay. So Leroy Andino,
Present.
thanks. Eric Alcancella. Adem Briha,
Here,
Carlos Diaz,
Present.
Angela Donadell,
Present.
Judith Ferraro,
Present.
Jessica Morris,
I'm here.
Miguel Pava,
Present.
Shavasia Robinson Teague, and Jordan Wright.
Present.
You have a quorum.
Okay. All right, can we start with the applications now?
well, you know what, I'll just get us up to that point then. So, do we have any objections to today's agenda? If not, then we will adopt the agenda. Also regarding the April committee minutes, if I don't see any objections, that will be adopted as well. Okay, so seeing no objections, we adopted the April committee minutes and the agenda for this month. All right, now I guess we can go into the licenses. Judith, you could take over now.
Okay. Okay, the first one is ACGMG LLC, Teddy's Bar, Lulu and Teddy's Cafe on 2171 2nd Avenue. They do have all their documents. I checked, and they did come to us previously. That's how they have a license number. I think that was before the pandemic. Am I correct? George is the owner, I think.
Yes. We have a
Yes.
license.
And yes, and Clarice says hello.
Hello, Clarice.
Okay.
Clarice.
Yes, I know that you came to us before. I don't even know at that point in time because I think that was just the beginning of the pandemic. So you wound up having to close. Is that correct?
No, we received our liquor license. It was just a long process for the state to approve it. Ran on a temporary license from the
Right.
previous night, and now we have a full license. The location, one
Right.
side of the space was a cafe. The cafe didn't work especially during the pandemic. We had to close we took the
Right.
cafe. We have the cafe, and now we'd like to turn that, put a bar on the cafe side.
Right, okay. All right, they do have all their documents. I have checked everything.
Judith?
And they also have a plan here for how the bar is going to look. I mean, can everyone see their documents?
Yes.
Judith,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yes,
Robert is our representative.
Yeah, this is Robert Callahan from Michael Kelly's office. So basically what we're doing is the old setup, there was a coffee bar. We're just changing that coffee bar into a service bar. So it's the same counter, but we're just putting 10 chairs in front of it and we're going to be able to serve from there as well.
okay,
So it's
Okay,
only gonna increase the capacity by 10 people.
okay. And your hours are from 11 AM to 2 AM?
No, there's, but I don't have my license in front of me.
It's Sunday and Monday, 11 to midnight. And then Tuesday through Saturday, 11 till 2 AM.
2 AM, yes, I see that.
Yes.
Okay, does anyone have any questions on this? They're going to have a jukebox and recorded music and no outside space. The committee, does anyone have any questions on this?
Adem had his hand raised from the committee, Judith. He put it down.
Oh, okay,
Judith, since you're running it, I'll make a motion to approve.
okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Who seconded?
Miguel.
Oh, okay. All right. So motion approved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and good luck.
Thank you.
Well, wait, you gotta take the roll.
Oh, wait,
You gotta do a
we
roll
have to take a roll call, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys,
Sorry, I
ready?
forgot. Yep,
Carlos has his hand up.
Yeah, I have a question. Do they have sound permit or is it soundproof? Because they're gonna have some music.
they're gonna have recorded music and a jukebox. That's just the recorded music.
You still didn't answer the question.
Yeah, to answer your question, yes. It's existing. When we first came to you for a liquor license,
Mhm.
it's the same soundproofing that we had then.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Okay, anything else from the committee, although we already took the motion? So can you call the, oh, sorry. Can you call the,
You guys ready?
yep,
Okay, Leroy Andino,
Yes, approve.
Adem Brihad,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
yes,
Jessica Morris,
Yes.
Miguel Pava,
Yes.
thanks, and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
The motion carries.
thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The next one is DNC Coffee Inc. Daniel and Company Coffee Shop, Food and Drinks. It's on 2315 Second Avenue. They're doing a class change, and that's for a liquor license. Is that correct, Marlene?
Yes.
Yeah. And they're gonna have recorded music and karaoke. And they have a sidewalk cafe also. Are we back having to go to the DCA for the sidewalk cafes, or that's still the way it was
I
previously?
think the outdoor dining is still, I could be wrong, but I think every place can still do that.
Still in existence.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, does anybody have any questions? They're open to from 7 AM to 7 PM, Monday through Friday, Saturday, 8 to, is that 8 to 10? Because I could hardly read the stipulation, but that's what it looks like.
Judith, I'm looking
Um,
at their hours right now. It says, I'm seeing 7 to 7, Monday to Friday,
Right.
8 to 7 on Saturday, and Sunday, it's saying they're closed. That's on their questionnaire.
Oh, is that what it says? Okay, because I couldn't read the whole
Yeah.
thing. Okay, does anyone have any questions from the committee on this?
Motion to approve.
Are there any questions first?
Nope.
Applicant is on the line if you would like them to speak.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
The applicant is on the line if you'd like them to speak.
Okay, and yeah, like I said, this is a class change, and you're on 2315 Second Avenue. What street is that by?
Daniel,
The applicant?
unmute yourself so you can go ahead and speak.
What? Can the applicant hear us?
He can hear, but I'm not sure if he understands that he can unmute himself.
Sarah, Daniel?
I think he dropped off.
Judith,
See him.
you-
Thank you.
yeah, you could, I think, nobody had any questions. So there's
Yeah,
no,
I know.
yeah. So did
Well, I
Carlos
was
make a
concerned,
motion?
I was just concerned about the karaoke, and if it's that little coffee shop that, remember, that was right on Second Avenue? Because they say they're gonna have karaoke also.
Did they have karaoke before this class change? Do we know that?
I don't know if they did.
I don't believe it.
I'm
did.
trying, okay, so that would be a change as well. Okay, so that,
Yeah,
I'm trying to go on the Airtable and see if, but if Marlene doesn't remember it, then I'm gonna go with that.
yeah, I don't remember either, and I don't know if it's that little teeny coffee shop on
Did they
Second
mention-
Avenue, remember?
is there any mention of soundproofing on their stipulation?
No.
I'm trying to pull it up myself because I'm trying to like,
Yeah, I can hardly read the
Yeah,
stipulation.
we're not doing karaoke.
oh, hello?
Yeah, hello, how you doing?
Oh, you're not. It's checked off, sir.
No,
It's checked
no,
off.
no, we're not doing karaoke. No, there's no karaoke.
Oh, okay, but you have it checked off on your 30-day notice.
I'm sorry, I thought it was a mistake. There's no karaoke at all.
All right,
Okay.
I'll make a
So,
motion, Judith, if you want, then.
Yeah, but
Well, I'll make a
on the
motion
30
with
day
that.
notice-
I'll make a motion with that in consideration.
Right, okay.
All right, so I motion to approve the application for DNC Coffee Inc.'s class change with the condition that by this Friday, they resubmit the corrected 30-day notice without the karaoke checked off.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Second that motion.
Okay, thank you. Can we call the roll, please?
I'm writing down what you just said. I'm sorry before I forget. to-
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
no rush. Well,
You said by this Friday, right? The 6th? So,
yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I'll just say end of business, so
Yeah.
5 PM.
all right.
Yeah, just to make sure the 30-day notice
Mhm.
doesn't
Okay.
say karaoke.
All right, I'll call the roll now. Leroy Andino,
Approve.
Adem Briha,
Yep.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes,
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava.
Yes.
I'm gonna abstain, I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Thanks. The motion passes.
oh goodness. Okay, fine. The next one is, it's a new application, Chipotle, and it's going to be at 165-167 East 116th Street. They will just have recorded music, and their hours of operation will be 10:45 a.m. to 10 p.m. And let's see. Again, they will just have recorded music. They have all their documents. Does anyone have any questions from the committee? Hello? No questions from the committee? Okay, do I have a motion to approve this? Chipotle?
So move, Carlos.
I'm sorry,
Here's a, yeah,
before
thank
you
you,
go
Maureen.
into a vote, you've asked these applicants to attend your meeting. Would you like to hear from them, or do you just want them?
Yeah, please, please.
Oh, yes, okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Chipotle? Yes, can you tell us a little bit about this and where on 116th it'll be, between what avenue and what avenue?
Yeah, sure. My name is Mastin Sansom, attorney for the applicant, Chipotle Mexican Grill of Colorado LLC. I'm joined here by Susan Mendez. She is the general manager. The application is for a beer and wine license
Right.
only, so not a full liquor license. The music would be recorded background only. As you mentioned, the hours are 10:45 a.m. And closing time 10:45 a.m. 7 days a week, and closing
Yeah.
time would be 10 p.m.
Right.
Let's see. Again, yeah. So only recorded background music, beer and wine, and no outside space.
Right,
So-
and can you tell us what avenues you'll be between on 116?
Let's see, one second.
Isn't it Lexington?
I don't know if Susan's able to speak. She may have. Unfortunately, I don't think I have that information here in my packet.
It's between Lexington and Third.
Lexington and Third.
Yes.
Wow,
Thank you, Susan.
thank you. I see you gave us an entire list of the Chipotles in the city and wherever.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, between Lexington and Third, that's, yeah, okay. All right, does anyone from the committee have any questions for the applicant?
Yes, I have a statement to make. I understand
Okay,
that we are not allowed in the capacity to utilize the chat, but there is a resident who has made a comment in the chat that I think should be read before we make a vote.
okay, let me look. All right, let me look.
And I want to add on that it probably doesn't make a difference but I think we should hear her.
Okay, I see it. Do you want me to read it?
You can, I do it if you want.
Okay, well, this is from Pala to Jesus, yeah. I personally do not think we need Chipotle. We have plenty Mexican restaurants ran by small businesses who have been a staple in this community for decades. Personally, as a resident born and raised here, as a Mexicana who is not a fan of commercialized Mexican food and against big box corps who will force many of the small businesses out, I do not think this should be approved. how is this big corp going to give back to East Harlem? That was,
Well-
the comment
Yes, I
Pilar
want,
made.
and now I'd like to say something else. I agree with Mr. Jesus on some levels, but the restaurant may come, they're only here, I believe, to get a liquor license. So the only thing we cannot approve is they're getting a liquor license. Yes, Adem?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't stop them from anything else.
No, but right now, all they're applying for is a wine and beer.
Well, I mean,
but
no, what Angela's saying is this committee's only position can be for or against the application for the wine and beer license. We have no
Absolutely.
say
Absolutely.
on their ability to operate,
Right,
a
to operate a
restaurant.
business. That's correct. You're correct.
So my motion still stand. I make a motion.
Well, you have another hand up. Jessica's hand is up.
Okay, Jessica.
Hi there, you all can hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, so, I think we're recognizing the limits of our power as a committee right now in how to, in some ways, protect what we love about our community. I think within those limits, we do have the ability to potentially ask some questions or raise some bigger issues that this is representative of. It may be the beginning of a larger trend. I'm new to this committee, but I think the percentage of small business applications greatly outweighs the percentage of these types of applications for doing business in East Harlem. And that may change, and that may not be something the community board can stop, but we do have the ability to work together with other fellow committees to present positions or try to work with larger owners and entities when they come into our community to figure out what that balance for potentially finding ways to give back or support the community in which they decide to do business. So I guess I wanted to acknowledge that on the record and suggest that while right now we're limited to approving an application for a wine, beer, and cider license, I think a Chipotle on 116th Street is indicative of some larger issues that the community board may want to take up with before the freight train runs away.
okay. Got your message. Is there a motion for this Chipotle?
I have another question.
Go ahead.
So I just want to know what the timeline is for this application, because I mean, if I'm hearing some differing opinions here, and I'm just wondering, is this something that has to be voted on this month to the applicant, or could it be moved to next month? And I only say that because this does sound like something maybe economic development would want to review. I don't really have an opinion one way or the other, but if we vote on this today, I don't think then the opportunity to have a conversation is going to really be there. So that's just based on what the previous comments I've been hearing, but.
So I just want to say that the applicant is absolutely committed and has demonstrated and I mean, just possibly every single instance that they hire from the community, they become part of the community. This is another option for the community residents. Certainly not looking to displace. I mean, every restaurant has different ways they do things, different options. Sometimes you may like feeling going here. Sometimes, I know myself, hey, I feel like a Taco Bell or, El Mariachi's where I'm at, different times I want different, same type of food, but different varieties of it. And I think this gives the community options. As I said, they hire from the local community. We're not looking to displace anyone. This is the liquor or, beer and wine and cider license. I mean, and honestly, they wouldn't be there if there weren't people that wanted them there. I just think to put this off to and I understand that not everybody loves it for sure, but to put this off and make it an economic development issue or something other than that, I think that's just not necessary. And I think it's unequal treatment. I think you would have to do that across the board, and subject, non-chain mom and pops to all of that, if you were to be fair about it.
Judith, you have a bunch of hands up. I'm gonna just start calling on people. Leroy, I see your
No,
hand
I
up.
see them. I see them. Yeah, Leroy and Dino and Xavier Santiago.
And Angela.
Leroy,
Okay,
what?
so, yes, thank you. So I have a question. Is this a smaller restaurant or is this part of the chain?
I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure. I know what, so are you saying like, is it like a franchise or is
Yeah,
it part of a?
right. Is this the main, the franchise Chipotle, or is this a small restaurant?
I want to say that, and Susan, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say all Chipotles are part of the corporate.
Okay,
I don't think there are any franchise Chipotles.
Yeah, there is no franchise Chipotle.
okay, thank you.
Xavier?
Thank you, everyone. Sorry, I'm just about to step into a late work meeting. So to answer your question, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. The reference to say that it's being unfair in application is incorrect and inaccurate. We have set precedents to call other businesses, regardless of whether corporate, franchisees, et cetera, and so on, of the course of our history in this community and elsewhere in the city, for that matter, to present to economic development and have relevant questions answered. And I'm a small business owner, and I've hired in this community. I've hired throughout the city, the state, and the nation. So I think that assertion is inaccurate and unfair. So I would implore you to engage and actually answer the question: is what is the deadline? And I apologize if you said it, but I was traveling and now I'm not. I'm about to walk in the door. So when is the deadline for the application? So if you could answer that first, and then we'll go back.
Yeah, well, sooner, I don't know if maybe inappropriate for me to suggest a deadline other than, usually I would say I represent many clients in their liquor licenses, and quite frankly, it's always can we get it yesterday type of thing. So I kind of work under that construct. I would have to.
So sorry to interrupt, but do you have the date? When is the restaurant chain opening?
Susan, is the restaurant open right now?
No, it's not. We're still waiting on a date.
Okay. So I apologize. I don't have a date. And certainly, if it, we want to be good neighbors. We want to explain, we have, exactly how we can be helpful and contribute and all that. So if there is time, certainly I'd be more than happy to come in and present to the Economic Development Committee. I just initially was a little surprised. I mean, because what is there a standard for choosing which ones go to the Economic Development Committee and which don't?
Judith, can I
Yeah.
speak?
Yes,
Because I made the comment. So
right.
there is no standard, but what we do as a community board is when we hear input from the public or concerns like we are now, then we will take an extra look at it or look at. So we had I'm not going to start naming names, but we had an application last month that a lot of community members were having a problem with. So we did a deeper dive on that. So generally speaking, there's not a standard, but when concerns are raised about a specific application or tenant or whatever, that's then when we will, and we always do, look into it. So we had somebody from the community come in and express a concern. And so that's why that idea got thrown out there. If there were no concerns, then we probably wouldn't have done that. So if that helps to answer as to why this is happening with this application, as opposed to perhaps some other ones.
Got it.
All right, Angela, I see your hand is up.
Yes, it is. Okay. I do not care for the fact that you keep telling us how you're going to be a good neighbor. We expect everybody that comes in to be a good neighbor. What I would like to know was, one, how many other sites in the community did you look at to place this franchise in? I find it ironic that in East Harlem, the stretch of land, that stretch and area is considered Little Mexico and has several Mexican restaurants. And we all know that there's similarity in the food, although as Mr. Jesus said, it's not necessarily as authentic. You have the ability to undercut with prices people that own the small businesses in the community. So I am concerned. Yes, I do believe, as I stated before, that we don't have the ability to change your being there because it seems as if that is a done deal. But we can consider not approving the liquor license. I don't understand how much that will do. But to say you are coming into a community that serves a similar type of food, you found this one location that is in a community that is considered Little Mexico, and then to try to, and told us that there are no franchises and that it's all corporate. You made that statement, that none of the Chipotles are franchisees, they are corporate. Therefore, you have the power to undercut prices in a way that could drive these other businesses out. Thank you.
Okay, Jessica, you have your hand up?
Thank you, Judith. You can hear me?
Yes.
No, I think, let's say Mr. Sansom, is that how we address you?
Yep.
So, I think this, like I said, this application is representative of a lot of very sensitive issues in a community. And in the same way that you are stating a commitment by the organization that you're representing to be a good neighbor, would there be a willingness to open a conversation about a different model for doing business in a type of community like this? I think it's really difficult to not recognize how sort of ironic and kind of disappointing this is from a cultural heritage perspective on the streets, such as East 116th Street. And it's nothing that you've done, it's nothing that your company is doing, but it is a representation of capitalism at work. And so, I think the up in arms and the kind of what can we do frame of where our committee is coming from here now in your very simple ask for approval for a wine, beer, and cider license to do business. It's charged with a whole history that is not recognized in the application. So I don't know if the right thing to do is to ask to continue the conversation beyond whatever approval or disapproval we land at tonight if we do take a vote. But I think it never hurts to continue to follow up with your neighbors, and it doesn't help to stand in front of the train, but communication is critical. So I guess I'm asking if, regardless of the outcome of right now today, if Chipotle would be willing to engage in a conversation about the cultural heritage of the places where it lands its outlets.
Yeah, I absolutely, absolutely. I apologize. I don't know. I wish I could be on camera here. I don't know if that's just me or, to sort of put a face with the name, but yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I say we want to be good neighbors, really, I mean that. And I get it that it sounds like based on the comments that more conversation is needed, and happy to do that. Yeah.
May I interject before Xavier and Adam have something to say? Now, you're coming here to East 116th Street. They're talking about economics and whatever. What about how many jobs would this Chipotle be given to the people within the community? That's important too. People need jobs.
Yeah, absolutely. And there would be approximately 14 jobs from the local community, total of 15 positions anticipated. So obviously, a vast percentage would be from the surrounding area.
Right.
It's not a huge amount, but it's also not a huge establishment. But I still think, I mean, every group helps. Yeah.
No, I agree with the job situation. Okay, Adem? And then-
I'm gonna rescind my motion. So we could
Wait.
probably send it to the Economic Development Committee.
Wait, we still have questions here. 1 second.
I'm
Adem,
rescinding my motion, so that means that there's not a motion on the floor. You can have all the questions, go ahead.
Adem,
Xavier's before me. I'll go after him.
okay.
Yeah,
Xavier?
so Dem, I'll make it very quick. Again, thank you for all of these very poignant questions. I've got to go step into this meeting. Again, we're not, I don't think when you put on the lens is to look at it as that we're anti any business or that we have these special circumstances. We do care in totality for the entire community and in a very holistic measure. But again, when the community speaks, our remit, our mandate is to listen and to respond accordingly, not in a reactive, but a very proactive sense. And this is the measure that we are exercising now. So we look forward to you coming to EcoDev. Please present, engage as good community partners, and those that we've had a historical, fantastic working relationship with have done so in the past, currently, and will continue to do so in the future. So that's my last comment. I leave it with you, the committee. You're doing brilliant work, and thank you very much for being here and representing Chipotle and all the other business owners here at this meeting. Applaud you, and we'll look forward to continuing our working relationships.
Thank you.
Adem?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, so we'd have to reach out to EcoDev and find out if they'd be willing to add them to this month's agenda, because I don't want to stall this out too long, and they meet after us every month. So I think what I'll do is I'll reach out to Marissa, see if she could add them to this month's agenda. I don't think anybody here is saying they're against this business. I think it's just an example of there needs to be a little bit more discussion, and that seems to be the committee that can handle those questions. And then once there's a grasp on that, we can revisit this application hopefully next month. So with that being said, then for tonight, if Judith, if you'll take my motion, can I make a motion?
Make a motion. Go
All
ahead.
right, so I make a motion to deny Chipotle Mexican Grill this new application for wine, beer, and cider license.
Could, I'm sorry, sorry to interrupt. Deny sounds so harsh. Is there a way to make a motion, sort of a holdover motion? Oh, you
So-
vote,
I hear what you're saying. We can just make a to approve or to deny. We make conditional motions to approve. I know it sounds harsh. It really is, and I don't really. I'm not going to speak to it. This isn't my culture heritage. I don't really have an opinion one way or another, except the fact that I think right now there just needs to be more dialogue. I am the chair of this committee. I'm also a member of the Eco Dev committee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to the chairperson of that committee. And if you just give me a second in the meantime, because I want you in that meeting is so to see if you can make it. But in the meantime, I did make a motion, so I don't think that can really be any different. Judith, if you want to take a
Okay,
second.
is there a second to Adem's?
I'll second it. Angela Donadell.
Okay, Marlene, can you call the roll, please?
is it possible, I'm sorry again to interrupt at this crucial moment. Is it possible to maybe withdraw our application prior to a final vote? To prevent, a number of committees have, holdovers. I understand every committee is unique and they all do their own thing as they should. But I just, again, I think I just prefer, if it's allowed, to maybe withdraw the application from consideration before this committee until we can meet with economic development and then hopefully come back to see you guys again.
Okay, I hear you, and I don't have a problem with that if we can do that. Marlene, I'm going to defer to you. How does that work? Can they withdraw this right now, or do we have to vote on this?
Right, so you have 30 days to send the SLA a decision, so they can withdraw the notice. I just need you to fill out the withdrawal form.
Okay,
Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alright.
so with everybody's email, I usually send a withdrawal notice just in case you choose to withdraw it. So if you don't send that to me, then what's the SLA is the denial, once the committee votes. So
Okay,
I need that notice to send to the SLA along with the decision of the committee. And just be mindful that if you're withdrawing, it goes to the SLA as a denial, because that means that the committee had nothing to review.
wow, okay.
It
All
still
right.
will go as a denial.
But so it looks like we're facing a denial then no matter what, because if I don't withdraw, a vote goes through
either
and you
way.
don't have sort of a holdover position.
not
So
unless, can you table?
table, is that what you said?
Well, they
I'm just
submitted a
curious. I'm
30-day
asking my chair.
They submitted a 30-day notice, so as Marlene's saying, we have to give a
Yeah, we have
response.
to, yeah.
I mean, I hear
Yeah.
what the representative's saying. At the same time, like, look, so Eco Dev meets the 18th of this month, 6:30 PM via Zoom.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to deny this. I'm willing to have this applicant added to next month's agenda for June. And that will then be, we will then review it with taking into account whatever was discussed at Eco Dev. So I'm not gonna say it's required, but I would implore my committee members, if that does get added to this month's EcoDev, that you're all in attendance, at least for that portion of the meeting, so that we can hear what was said. You have an opportunity to ask questions, but I think we're just being with what Marlene said. I think we should just move forward with my motion. I think there's a second. We have a roll
Okay.
call, and then hopefully they can go to EcoDev on the 18th and then come to us in the beginning of June, and we'll see what happens then. I mean, I really don't see what else can be done at the moment.
Sorry, Adam, if this is gonna go as a denial and, you know, the vote stands as a denial, you haven't gotten up to that part yet, but just let the representative know that they will have to re-notify the board because this notice is getting denied. So they have to send another notice.
So,
Yeah.
right, so then to the
Right.
applicant, I would say, as soon as possible, just resend a new 30-day notice for next month's meeting. I'm not gonna guarantee anything, but I assume there's plenty of heads up that you will be added to this month's EcoDev meeting, in which case then we will revisit your application next month. So just resubmit a
Okay.
30-day notice for that.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much.
And
just
I'm
for-
sorry for it. It's just, yeah, this is, I wish there was an easier way to do this, but that is it, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, great, yeah, and for what it's worth, we would certainly not file the application until we went through the full process, but it sounds like this is how the process has to go, so.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. All right, so I made a motion to deny. Judith, who seconded it? I thought there was a second.
Angela,
Yeah, there
Angela
was.
seconded. All right, so then I guess Marlene, if you
Oh.
could take the roll on that denial.
No problem. Leroy Andino,
Abstain.
Adem Briha,
Deny.
Carlos Diaz,
Same.
Angela Donado,
deny,
Judith Ferraro,
Abstain.
Jessica Morris, Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Abstain.
Jordan Wright.
Abstain.
I'm gonna do this one more time. Jessica Morris, right now, this motion doesn't carry. You need a majority for it to carry.
Yay.
I mean,
Okay.
does somebody want to make a different motion then? I heard a lot of abstentions, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, personally, I would approve it, so.
well, yeah, no, I mean, everybody can abstain or do whatever they want, but I think there was a call for more information, but which would be at that meeting, but if people are abstaining to that, then maybe there's more discussion to be had right now, or a new
Okay.
motion to be made, because we don't have a position right now.
Well, if you want to recall, I mean,
Oh.
honestly, I would approve it, so whatever.
Well, I mean, so the motion didn't carry, Marlene. I don't need to rescind anything, right? Somebody could just make a new motion now?
No, yeah, someone makes a new motion until you guys come to a result.
Right, so there's no motion at the moment now. Floor is open.
Can I make a motion to approve?
Who made the motion?
Miguel.
Yeah, I mean, there's a motion to approve by Miguel,
Second
There
by
a
Jordan,
second?
right?
seconded by
And
Jordan.
I'll second the motion to approve.
Well, Jordan seconded it,
Hold
so
on.
Miguel made
Oh,
it,
okay.
Jordan seconded it, and Marlene can take the roll now.
Okay, Miguel made it, Jordan second. This is to approve it.
Yeah.
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Briha.
I'm gonna abstain now.
Okay, let me just know that you're abstaining. Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donado,
abstain,
Judith Ferraro,
Approved.
Jessica Morris. Miguel Pava
Approve.
and Jordan Wright.
Approve.
This one carries. The motion to approve carries.
Okay, so then it's approved.
Members, thank you so much. And I
Okay.
promise we're going to do our absolute best to be a valued member of the community, a great neighbor. And
give jobs to our community.
yep, absolutely. So thank you so much.
We appreciate you for being on and bearing with us, and that was interesting, but good luck. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay, let's go to the next one, which is a new application for Quesadillas, 2141 Second Avenue. They will have, it's for a full liquor license. They will have recorded music. Let me see. Their hours of operation, 7 days a week, is 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Let's see,
Judith, it's a new application, so the
Yeah.
applicant's here. They can tell us some
yes,
stuff.
I know, but I just want to make sure that we have everything anyway. We do. Okay. If the applicant would like to speak, we would like to hear from you.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm sorry, can
Hi.
you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Naranjo. I'm from the community, born and raised in Harlem. Actually, 116 between 2nd and 3rd is where I grew up. My mother initially started her business about 20 years ago. Because of economic hardships, she had to start selling food in the street. I'm sorry, this thing is cutting off. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so due to economic hardships, my mom had to open an establishment of food outside in the street, which eventually turned into a very growing business. And now me and my brother opened up a new location on 110. And that is why we are trying to get a liquor license. A lot of our customers, we've been open for a year already. A lot of our customers have asked many times if we sell beer to accompany with their food, and that is our intention.
Okay. Are there any questions from the committee on this application?
Tell us what kind of food it is.
Yes, it's a Mexican food. It's a Mexican restaurant.
Thank you.
Authentic.
Judith, I'll make a motion to approve if there are no other questions.
Okay,
I'll second it.
okay. Marlene, can you call the roll, please, please?
Who's two people called for a second? Who was the second?
I was
Carlos.
one of them, but
Carlos.
I can
Carlos.
give it
All right. Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
yes.
Angela Donadel,
Yes,
Judith Ferraro,
Yes,
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion carries.
okay. Motion approved. Okay. Okay, the next one is Lee Heritage LLC. Trade name Comedy in Harlem, 508 East 117th Street on the 2nd floor. This is a new application for a full liquor license. I have questions. Is the applicant here?
We are here.
Okay, because this application, let me just advise the committee if people don't see it. This application is a bar tavern. It has a jukebox, disc jockey, recorded music, karaoke, live music, rock bands, acoustic, jazz, etc., patron dancing, employee dancing, and they will have security personnel, solo artists, and since there's a stamp on top of it, I couldn't see the rest.
Okay,
Committee, please have input on this application.
well,
They
thank
will
you very
be
much.
open from 5 p.m. to 12 midnight on Friday and Saturday, 12 noon to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 12 midnight.
Yes.
Okay, committee.
You want to let the
Thank you very
applicant
much.
speak first?
Yeah,
Didn't
the
want-
applicant, yeah, well, I just asked for the
Thank
applicant.
you. Thank you, Ms. Vibrato. I'm Adam Clayton Powell, for those of you who don't know. And I
Yes,
represent.
I know you, Adam.
Yes, I know you do. And I represent Lee Heritage, which is doing business as Comedy in Harlem. And the name says it all. This is a comedy club, a comedy show. The principal, Maya Martin Roberts, of the company, the applicant, better known as Nikki Sunshine in her stage name, has had this place now for a few months. Again, as you mentioned, 508 East 117th Street. It is directly across from the Applebee's. Happens to be a second floor. It was a gym before this, not a fancy any type of gym, but they had some gym equipment. They used to work out. And now Ms. Roberts and her husband and a group of others have invested their time, effort, and money to make this a comedy show. They bring some of the best talent in the city. These are professional comedians, and it's something that we don't have north of 96th Street. And we look forward to allowing them to have, liquor sales as well.
Judith, I have some questions.
Yes, please, go
Uh,
ahead.
Is there any food that's going to be served with the drinks?
Yes, absolutely. They actually have homemade food, which they bring, the nights of the performances.
I think I guess I like the idea of there being a comedy club, I would argue we don't have as many nightlife options as other neighborhoods do. I think I can see as we have and this is not this applicant's fault, but it's just something to take into account. At that address, there's another tenant on the ground floor, and we've been having issues, and a lot of community members have expressed concerns about the way that establishment has been operating. And so it is a sensitive area in terms of this being in that, 508. So upstairs of one of these locations.
Right. But if you.
I think
Totally separate entrances, totally
yeah,
separate entrances. They are not connected in any way.
I
This
think-
applicant, as you can see, wants to close at midnight, except Friday and Saturdays.
Yeah, I think all I would say to the applicant is to understand that, and I think they're open already, are they? Without
Yes, they
liquor?
are. Yes.
Okay, so then I'm sure they're kind of aware of their neighbor and perhaps some of what's been going on over there, but we had a very long meeting last month. I just don't want this committee to approve something else in that location without all this being said that, we're going to keep an eye on that. But at the same time, the comedy club's been there. I haven't heard any complaints about this comedy club. I think it's a good thing. So I mean, personally, I support it. I just think that needed to be said, that there have been issues in the area. So we're not taking it like lightly. We're trying to just be, on top of that. That's all.
Understood, appreciate it. But again, not to be repetitive, but it is on the second floor. It's a beautiful location. We welcome everyone to come take a look. They do have performances. And again, these are professional artists, professional comedians. It's something we do not have north of 96th Street, and this will be a great, great asset to our neighborhood.
Adam, I have a question.
Sure.
As you know, for the last month, we've been talking about those three facilities, the upstairs and the two downstairs. The people in the community were very concerned about it. They were talking about the noise pollution, the hanging out, you name it. It wasn't favorable. So we need
Right.
to, I need to look at the facility,
Right.
to make sure that it's not the same group running it.
No, not at all. This is Lee Heritage LLC.
I know, we heard that the last time
Yeah.
with the last group, and all she did was lie to us.
Well, let me just.
May I speak? May I speak?
Yeah, but quickly before Ms. Roberts speaks.
Who is
This is
that?
a separate and apart entrance. It's a second floor. If you're at all familiar with comedy shows, they don't really have that hangout crowd because they don't go there to get drunk. They go there to have a good time and have a drink or two. So I'm gonna keep it brief. Maya, Ms. Roberts.
Yes. Hi, good evening, committee. Thank you for entertaining our license. I understand the concern of the community, but I want to make clear that we are two completely different businesses. We are on the second floor. We do comedy. We're performers, and we give an opportunity to Black and Brown performers, which other comedy clubs don't really do. In terms of the night spot on the corner, that is a business that's owned by the proprietor of Lighthouse Fish Market. We know this individual. We are completely different businesses. He has or in the past, that incident that happened at his nightclub, that was at 4 a.m. We have nothing to do with that. And we have been in talks with the police in the area just about what happened. They have been to our establishment to see what we do, and our record is clear. We do not have any issues with noise complaints. The police, they did receive some complaints, and because the proximity of our locations is such that, you know, they came to investigate. It's not you guys. That establishment plays loud, was playing. I don't know if they're still doing it because I think they shut down. They were playing loud noises until 3 or 4 in the morning. The incident, to my understanding, that occurred, I think it was like a stabbing or something, that was like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. hours in which we do not operate. We have shows on Friday and Saturday. Our Friday show starts at 8 and we're pretty much out of there by 11. And our show on Saturday, typically we have shows at 7 and sometimes at 10, but mostly we are done with our comedy by midnight. So I really beg of you to not penalize us because of the proximity of the locations. We are on the second floor, a completely different entrance. We have no dealings with the with that nightclub establishment, and the police know that we don't, and we do not have any complaints on file. I just want to make that clear. I welcome any questions about our business, about our location, anything that you want to ask us, please, we're open to those questions.
It's a separate entrance with a separate address. They just happen to be next door to each other.
Okay, any questions from the committee? Committee? Anything? No? Okay, so should we take a motion on this if there are no questions?
Judith, I'll make a motion. I'll make a motion to approve.
For,
Second that motion.
oh, okay. Is there a second?
I second that motion.
Okay.
Miguel
Marlene?
seconded.
Yeah. Yeah, Miguel seconded. Okay, Marlene, can
Leroy
you call the roll,
Andino,
please?
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Brija,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell.
Abstain.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes,
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
The motion carries.
okay, motion passed. Thank you.
Thank
Um,
you.
Okay, the next applicant is Guajilo Restaurant Corp., Guajilo Restaurant on 2277 First Avenue. They will have recorded music. They're a renewal for a full liquor license. Let's see, their hours are 12 noon to 4 a.m. And that looks like 7 days a week. And they have all their documents. I don't know if the applicant is
Yes.
here because it's a renewal.
Yes.
Are they
Yes,
here?
that would also be me,
Okay.
representing Mr. Hector Uraga, who is also here on the call. Yes, it's a
Oh.
renewal that you guys are good enough to approve. They used to be a wine and beer place, and then for a couple of
Right.
years. And then I did the class change 2 years ago. This committee was good enough to approve them. They now have full liquor and they're up for renewal. They have not in the last 2 years have any complaints, noise complaints, any criminal complaints of any sort, 311s. They run their business in a very quiet fashion. They're on the northwest corner of 117th Street and First Avenue.
Oh, okay. I know where they are.
Yeah, right
All
across
right.
from the gas station.
Yes, I know exactly where. Right next door to Adam. Okay.
Yeah, same
Um,
block as Patsy's.
I'm sorry, and you said that they've always had it till 4 a.m.?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you know, that's what they got
4
2 years
a.m.
ago. They don't even use the 4 a.m. But sometimes till 2:15, you know, in case there are people who want to stay a little longer, that's all.
Right. Anybody else have any questions about this
We only
applicant?
have recorded music. They don't have live or DJ, none of that. It's not a party restaurant.
So why they open so late? I'm just curious.
They open till 12 midnight and then Friday and Saturday till 2 a.m. The food is great and some people do go and have a drink or two, but it's not allowed.
You
place.
said
Never
the
has
2
had-
a.m.? Adam?
Never has had any complaints. I'm sorry?
You said the 2 a.m.?
Yeah, they currently, that's about the time they
What
close.
is the 4 p.m.? 4
Well,
a.m.?
the application, the questionnaire says 4 a.m.
Yeah, that's what they have since 2 years ago when they first got the full liquor license.
So I guess my question is, could we remain the same time from, Monday through Friday from till 12 and then weekends to 4 to 2?
Well, they really haven't had any issues whatsoever. They've had these hours for 2 years. I mean,
No,
why
that's
cut
in
them
the
back?
question.
And they're a good neighbor, no 311 complaints, no noise complaints. I'm just saying.
Anybody else from the committee have anything? What a quiet committee now. Okay,
I'll just speak. I live right there too. I know you said
I
that.
know.
I don't see a problem. I know I walk by there all the time. I see how they run it. I don't see a problem personally with the 4 a.m. if that's what they already had, just for that specific location. But that's just my opinion.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve or?
Motion
From
to approve
anyone?
from Jordan Wright?
Oh, Jordan, you have a question?
Oh, no, I'm
Jordan?
just making the motion to approve. Judith, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Is there a second?
Second. Miguel.
Okay. Okay, Marlene, please call the roll.
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Brija,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Approve.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
approve,
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next application is also a renewal. It's, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Calajon Corporation. They're on East 117th Street for a full liquor license. They're a renewal, but we don't have any documents. They didn't send any documents, only the 30-day notice.
Make a motion to deny.
Second that motion.
Okay, do we have it? Okay,
Second that motion was Miguel.
Miguel, okay, I'm sorry. I don't know your voice yet, so. Okay, you want to call the roll, please?
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Brija,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Deny.
Angela Donadell,
Deny.
Judith Ferraro,
Deny,
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Deny.
The motion carries.
okay, thank you, guys. Okay, our next one is also a renewal. Casa Azul, Bistro Casa Azul. They're at 343 Pleasant Avenue. They have a patio or deck and a sidewalk cafe. Let's see. They're open Wednesday through Monday from 12 to 12, Friday and Saturday, 12 to 2 a.m. And they will operate the sidewalk cafe no later than 10:30. Okay, does anyone have any questions on this
Motion to
applicant?
approve.
It's a renewal. I mean, is the applicant here?
No,
The renewal.
Okay, yeah, it's a renewal. They don't have to be here. So does anyone make a motion on this?
Carlos Diaz made a motion for approve.
Second that motion. Miguel.
Okay, all right.
Leroy
Yes,
Andino,
stop, Marlene.
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Brija,
Yeah.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes,
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries.
thank you. Okay, next one is El Nueve Sandy Restaurant. It's on Second Avenue, the corner on Second Avenue and 116th. They just have recorded music. This is a renewal also. The only thing missing on this is they don't have the posting. So
Is the applicant there?
does the committee have anything to say about that? Hello,
Is the applicant here?
committee?
No,
I have a
Without that-
question.
No, it's a renewal.
If it's a
Go ahead,
renewal,
where
do
are
they
you?
have, if it's a renewal, do they have to do the posting again?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'll make a motion to deny.
Second.
Second,
Carlos.
okay. Okay, Miss Marlene.
Leroy Andino,
Deny.
Adem Brija,
Deny.
Carlos Diaz,
Deny.
Angela Donadell,
Deny.
Judith Ferraro,
Deny,
Jessica Morris,
Abstain.
Isabel abstains. Miguel Pava
Deny.
and Jordan Wright.
Deny.
Motion carries.
Okay. All right, the next one is the Hudson Yards Catering LLC and New York Shakespeare Festival. It's at 63 Central Park West. It's a wine and beer. It's also a renewal. And it's also an seasonal establishment. I don't know if the applicant is here. Is the applicant here?
No, I don't believe they're here. If they are here, then they came later.
Oh,
Yeah, so they would just have to raise their hands if they are in attendance, so I can see them. But I don't believe they're here.
okay. Okay, all right, so they're closed on Monday, Tuesday through Sunday, it's 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And again, they are a seasonal establishment. And they do have a patio or a deck. And basically that's it. It's a wine and beer. It's not a full liquor. So do we have a
Motion to
motion
approve.
on this?
Carlos.
I'll second it.
Who motioned?
Carlos.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Oh, yeah,
Leroy
go
Andino,
ahead.
Leroy
Yes.
Andino.
Yes.
Thank you. Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes,
Jessica Morris.
Yes,
Jessica, did you answer?
I did. I said yes.
Thank you. Miguel Pava
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
The motion carries.
okay, thank you. Now we're going into street activities. Okay. Okay, guys, here we go. The first one is Super Sabato. The event is on May 21st from 9 a.m. And the breakdown is at 7 p.m. The location is going to be on East 104th Street between Fifth Avenue and Madison Avenue. Is the applicant here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, can you give us a little insight to this street activity?
Yeah, so my name is Chelsea Peyot. I'm the Government and Community Affairs Coordinator at El Museo del Barrio. We're requesting a street closure permit for our May 21st event, which is Super Sabado. It's our event that's being coordinated along with Carnegie Hall for the Carnegie Hall Neighborhood Concert Series. So on 104th Street, we're going to have ongoing art making activities throughout the day. We're also going to have a DJ for musical entertainment, and we already have the sound permit for it. And in addition to the events that will be happening on 104th Street, we're also going to have our museum educators facilitating around the block tours of the neighborhood, which is one of our signature educational programs. And our galleries will also be open throughout the day for folks to come in and see our new exhibition. And after the street event, we will be having a concert in our theater which is produced in collaboration with Carnegie Hall. We'll be having Latin jazz musician David Sanchez. He'll be performing that evening.
Is that free?
Yes, this is a community event and it's free.
All right, any questions from the committee?
Make a motion to approve?
Wait, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Can we,
Angela.
can we receive communications? Will we get like a flyer or something so that we can support it?
Oh yeah, once I get the official flyer and all the event details, I can definitely send over an invitation to the community board.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? No, any motion?
Carlos Diaz made a motion.
Second?
I second that, Leroy Andino.
Thank you. Okay. Marlene,
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Brija,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
yes,
Jessica Morris,
Yes.
Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries.
okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, the next, what? What was that?
She said, thank you.
Oh, okay. All right, the next one is the Triangle Project. It's an event addressing oral hygiene. And it's going to be located on East 128th Street between Lexington and 3rd Avenue. And it's going to be on May 28th from 10 a.m. to breakdown 6 p.m. I'm sorry, guys, but I don't have any documents attached to this one. Marlene, do you have, know why we didn't? get
Yeah,
any
whatever I
documents
gave you
on
is
this,
what
or-
they gave me. So this applicant may cancel this event. So they didn't support it with any documentation. It had to go on this agenda to get.
Make a motion to adjourn, to deny.
Excuse me,
I'm having a fit.
I'll
we're not
second
adjourning yet.
I'll second Carlos Adem.
You're gonna second the adjournment?
No, the denial.
I know, okay. I'm kidding, Okay.
Are you all ready?
All right, Marlene.
Okay, Leroy
What?
Andino. You're right.
Deny.
Adem Brija,
Aye.
Carlos Diaz,
Deny.
Angela Donadell,
Deny.
Judith Ferraro,
Deny,
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Deny.
and Jordan Wright.
Deny.
The motion passes.
thank you. Okay, the next one is, the event is 100th Street, Open Street. It's a partial closing of 100th Street between 3rd and Lexington Avenue. Is anyone here from the applicant for this event?
Yeah, this is Pablo's event.
Hello?
But I don't see him, but
Yes.
it's- the next 3 events belongs to Pablo, and it's what you all had approved last
Right.
from him, so he's going to have 4 events this summer in the same
Yeah,
location, just
yeah,
different.
this is,
party.
this one is for June 11th from 10:30 to 7 p.m. The only thing that I guess I'm curious about is, because it says, partial closing. I don't know what that means. Are they gonna do it on the sidewalk? Is it half a block closing or what? I would question that.
Mhm.
Where
Where do you see partial closing? I'm sorry.
It says event
Okay, then it's okay.
description, partial closing of 100th Street between 3rd and Lexington Avenue. Do you see that?
3rd and Lexington Avenue. You're on number 13, Judith?
I'm on 100th Street, Open Street. The
Right.
block
The
party,
street closure, it says full street closure. Where do you see partial?
right where it says event description, right under 100th Street, Open Street. It says
Mhm.
partial closing of 100th Street.
Right. You all can discuss that as a committee, but just to reiterate what I just said, this is the same location that Pablo is going to have 4 events.
Right.
This is one of the 4. So the next 2, I believe, they all belong to Pablo, like he's a part for all of them.
Yeah, no, I see that. I was
Right.
just curious what the partial closing meant.
I understand. He's not here to answer your question.
Yeah, I know, he's not here. All right. So, any comments from the committee? Committee's quite quiet. Okay, Adem.
No, I'll just make a motion to approve.
Oh, okay. Any second?
Second that motion, Miguel.
Okay. Okay, Marlene.
Leroy Andino,
Yeah.
Adem Brija,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz, Angela Donadell.
Present, not voting.
Okay.
Hi, good morning. This is Olivia.
Okay.
What?
Judith Ferraro,
Yes.
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the next one also is 100th Street, July convening community celebration for 100th Street, supporting a local shelter and several small businesses. It's a block party on July 16th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. breakdown. It will be on 100th Street between Lexington Avenue and 3rd Avenue. I guess the applicant is not here. It's also Pablo Guzman. Does anyone have any questions on this?
I
Yes.
wanted to ask him a question, but. yeah,
Can we group all of his events? Since
Yeah,
they're all
that's right.
exactly the same and take one vote on the 3 that's left?
I would think so. I know they also have a sound permit and they have a temporary amusement device, which I hope they have the insurance. But they're not here to really ask any questions about all that. So. Is there a motion on that? Hello?
I'll make a motion to approve all three of them.
And I second that motion, Miguel.
All right, you didn't hear the third one yet. Okay. All right, so Maureen,
You still have to read the
I have to.
The third
for
one.
the record.
The third one.
So
I
I'll
know.
move on to number 15 since you've already read 14. So we'll move on to the next one and you could read that aloud for the record.
Okay, okay. So the next one too is 100th Street, September convening. And that is September 10th from 11 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Also on 100th Street between Lexington Avenue and 3rd Avenue. And the same thing, they have a sound permit, temporary amusement device, which we generally really ask about because you really need insurance for that, especially when kids ride, you know, these on these amusement devices. So, but they're not here to ask the questions. So, anyone have a comment or a motion to make on this one? This is the
Motion
third
was
one.
already made and seconded.
Okay, all right.
Right. So
All right, so for all three of them.
no, not for all three of them. So you chose to bundle.
You have that, Maureen?
Remember, yes, you remember 13? You called for first a motion and for someone to second it. So that's done, that vote. So you've bundled 14 and 15 together.
Right.
Okay. So just remind me.
Is there a motion for the 14 and 15?
Who made the motion for 14 and
I
who
did, Carlos.
Carlos made the motion and who seconded that motion?
I did, Miguel.
Miguel. Okay, so are you ready for me to go into a vote, Judith?
Yes.
Okay, to call the roll, I mean, just for the record. Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell.
Present, not voting.
Okay, thank you. Judith Ferraro,
Yes to bundle all three.
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Knight.
Abstain.
You're abstaining. Okay, so Angela for these are present, she's not voting. Okay. And then Jordan, you've abstained from these. Okay, the motion carries.
Okay. All right, the next one is HHFM Metropolitan Market. It's a farmer's market. It's from Maritza Owens. And there are various dates on this one, from June through July, through August, through September. She does this every year. It's basically just the farmer's market. And she does it in various areas. So we don't have a specific area that she's doing it. Do you have that, Marlene, by any chance?
I'm sorry, do you mind repeating your question?
Oh, with Maritza Owens, the farmer's market. Is she doing all those dates on the 2nd Avenue between East 97th and East 98th Street?
Right, for this specific one, because she comes up on the agenda twice. So number 7
Right.
also for this applicant, and the rep is on the line. So you can speak.
Okay. Yes. Can the representative please give us a
I have
little
a
insight?
question.
Go ahead, please.
If it's the same applicant and it's for the same dynamic, but only in another location, and since these individuals most than likely have been in these places, can we bundle the next two?
Yes,
Thank you.
I don't see why not.
Okay, so that means that you have to read the next one aloud for the record when you're ready.
Okay, all right. So the next one is the same thing, HHFM East Harlem Market. It's the farmer's market. And it's again, various dates starting with July and October and September and August. And that will be located on East 104th Street between 2nd Avenue and 3rd Avenue. And those will be full sidewalk. It's a sidewalk closure. Yes, she has done this various times. This is actually the first one too, is a sidewalk and curb lane closure. But it's the same applicant and the same green market on the various dates. So do we have a motion?
A motion to approve. Wait,
Judith,
Adem has his hand up.
Judith, you have hands up in the attendees.
Oh, I see your hand. I don't see the other ones. Okay, go ahead, Adam.
Well, no, I just wanted to say there's 3 hands up in the attendees.
Oh, I don't see them. Okay.
Oh, you have the applicant here, Maritza Owens, you have
Perla
Perla.
Perla Vasquez.
Is Maritza here?
Yeah, her
There's
hand is
two
up.
Perlas.
What?
We're here. Can you hear us?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Right. So Perla and Maritza, we're on the line.
Okay.
And so I just wanted to say that you were reading those months, Judith, but the market at East Harlem goes from, both markets go from July through November. Actually,
Yeah.
the Metropolitan one starts a little earlier.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yes, I know.
Okay.
Now, Adem said that there were hands up, but I don't see any
No,
of the
those
hands
were the
up.
hands. They just spoke.
Oh, okay, I'm
So
sorry.
with
I'm
that being,
sorry.
I'll make a motion to approve if there isn't a motion now.
I'll second
it,
the
Carlos.
motion.
Oh, Guy, I yield to you.
Angela.
Angela.
Okay, so you're making a motion to bundle the two?
Yes,
Okay. And who made the motion and who seconded?
I made it, Angela seconded it. Deb made it, Angela
Okay,
seconded
all right, Marlene, do you have that?
Leroy, I got it. Leroy,
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Adem Brija,
it. Yes,
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes,
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries.
thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. The next one is for the Museum Mile Festival. So that is, let's see. That's for June 14th from 4 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. This basically, I got caught in this plenty of times. This is all along Fifth Avenue, starting from 79th Street up to 109th Street. And that's the whole day, basically, from 4 p.m. The Museum Mile is closed to traffic. And they've had this particular event numerous times. So
Did they have to do the pandemic?
are the applicants here?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Would you like to give us a little synopsis of this event? Please.
Hi, how are you today? This is James Horton. I'm here along with my colleague from the Africa Center, Alana Francis. Museum Mile for the past 2 years, because of the pandemic, has been virtual. So this is the first year that we're coming back in person. We've been doing this since 1978. It's 44 years old. It is a free activity in which all of the museums along Museum Mile, starting all the way up at 110th Street, the Africa Center, and going all the way downtown. And the museums are open to the community for folks to come in at their leisure from 6 to 9 p.m. on June 14th.
Right. Yes, I know.
Do you know when the African Museum is going to open up? Because I've always seen it close.
This is a lot. It's actually open right now. We have an exhibition on called African/American Making the Nation's Table that's opened from Thursdays to Sundays. I actually sent Community Board 11 an invitation to come to our opening, and we also have community membership for people who live in Harlem. We just joined ID NYC, so people who are signed up to ID NYC can have a 30% discount on tickets. So we're open from Thursday to Wednesday. The scaffolding is a bit intimidating. It looks like we're closed, but we're open from Thursday. There's a beautiful exhibition that's curated by a curator named Jessica B. Harris. She just, she has a book called High on the Hog that was turned into a Netflix series. So please come and see us.
Yes, thank you for that. And all the museums that are included in this, it's the Africa Center, it's El Museo del Barrio, the Museum of the City of New York, the Jewish Museum, Cooper Hewitt, Smithsonian Design Museum, Solomon Guggenheim Museum, the other one, I don't know how to pronounce that, NEUE Gallery, New York, and the Metropolitan Museum of Art. So this is a long stretch of Fifth Avenue.
Make a motion to approve.
Okay, that was Carlos.
I'll second it, Adem.
Okay. Marlene?
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Brija,
Yes,
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes.
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. The next one is Juneteenth Block Party, the second annual block party to celebrate Juneteenth. Food, inflatables, music, and informational tables. It's going to be on East 111th Street between 3rd Avenue and Lexington Avenue. And it'll be on June 19th from 11 a.m. and break down at 7 p.m. Is the applicant here?
Yes.
That's Pilar, right?
Sorry.
Yes. Hi, everyone. It's Pilar de Jesus. You know, the one that was causing a little bit of problema in the chat, but not really, just looking out for our small businesses. Yeah, and also the sponsorship is actually East Harlem Preservation and All That Drive, New York City. And that was like that was the document I submitted. But when I first filled out this app, I had put that name. So I tried to change it, but Kathy from the city has been kind enough, who's going to guide me through that tomorrow. So what was the information that you needed from me?
Okay, well, I mean, may I don't know if anybody else from committee has a question, but on the portable amusement device.
Oh, we're actually not going to do that. We're not doing that. Yeah, we're not going to do it. We've decided we don't want liability. We didn't have it last year.
Right.
And
That was my question.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So we're canceled that. Sorry.
You canceled that. Okay. Does any other committee member have any questions for Pilar?
Judith, I'll just make a motion to approve, Adam.
Okay.
I second.
Okay. Marlene, please.
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Brija,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes.
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yeah. Yes.
The motion carries.
Great.
Thank
Thank you
you.
guys, and you have a good evening.
You too. Okay, the next one is Mount Sinai Green Market Wednesday. So it's basically on Wednesdays on Madison Avenue between 98th and 99th Street, but it's various dates. It goes from June to July to August to September. It's various dates, but it's going to be only on the Wednesdays, which is right near Mount Sinai Hospital. It's Kathy Chambers, and she's been doing this for a long time. Is Kathy here?
I don't see Kathy. If she joined late, Kathy, please just raise your hand so I can unmute you. Just be mindful, Judith, this number 20 and 22 also are events from Kathy Chambers.
Oh, yes.
As you wish as a committee.
Okay.
Judith, why don't you just read out the other ones too?
Yeah, okay, you got it. Okay, so the other one is the PS 57 Farm Stand, also on Wednesdays on those various dates that I just mentioned. And that's also from Kathy Chambers. So that's the second one. And the third one is, this is not Kathy
That's two
Chambers.
events on this agenda.
It's only two events?
On this agenda, yes.
Oh, okay, so those are the two that I just read.
I'll make a motion to approve items 20 and 21, Mount Sinai Green Market.
Yeah,
And,
it's the Green Market on Wednesdays by.
right.
Mount
I make a
Sinai.
motion to approve both.
Okay, and a second, anyone second?
I'll second it, Carlos.
Okay. Okay, Marlene, sorry.
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Brija,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes.
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Okay, the next one is Family Day Fun Block Party and Morning Workshop Service. And that's going to be on July 3rd, and it's by the Bethel Gospel Assembly Church, right here on, I think 120th between 5th and Madison. They have this every year. Is the applicant here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, good evening. My name is LaShawna Williams, and good evening to everyone on the board. I represent Bethel Gospel Assembly Church, where Bishop Carson T. Brown is our pastor. We have been partners in the community for 104 years. With November
As old as I
being
am.
105 years. So we're just super excited once again to be able to come before the board as we did last year, which we thank you again, because we had such an awesome turnout last year. And so we're just coming to you this year with the same plan in mind. And that's pretty much just to kind of bring the gospel outside of the four walls. A lot of people are still very much uncomfortable with coming inside of a church building, especially with, with COVID. And so we just kind of, bring it outside. People can breathe. They can come and go as they please. We're going to have a ton of activities for children. We're going to have a sip apple juice or tea and paint for adults, and just a series of activities, competitions. And so we're just hoping that you guys will approve us again this year. We're going to start the events at 10 a.m. and we're going to conclude at 3 with the setup starting at 8 a.m. and total breakdown at 4 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, I see you're going to have a bouncy house. So you have all the insurance and all the stuff required.
Yes, we do have insurance for the bouncy house. Absolutely.
And I have one question because I know this event since I live across the street from it.
Oh,
Are we
great.
going to dunk one of the policemen again?
I think that would be so awesome. And I hope
Oh,
you
we
can join us
did. We
to do
did a
that.
couple of years ago.
I think that would be awesome. But I think, the last year we actually dumped a few of the preachers and
Right.
pastors from the church. I think the congregants were more so excited about that. But yeah, I'm hoping you'll be able to join us, Judith. That would be awesome.
Yeah, well, it's right. It's on 120th in front of the church, and right across from Marcus Garvey Park is right there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, committee, any questions on this? I see Carlos's hand is up.
Yeah, my question is, do we have a not-for-profit organization man tables? Could they do that?
We actually don't have any vendors.
They're not vendors, they're just promoting their organizations.
We haven't had that. I mean, that would be something that I'll have to speak to my pastor about, but we haven't done that in the past. So I say that to say that I can't make a call on that, but that's something that I would have to speak to them about.
Could you get back to us? So
Absolutely.
okay, great.
Judith, I'll
Okay.
make a motion to approve Adam.
Okay. Any seconds?
I'll second it.
I'll let you second it.
You can, if you can, Carlos, if you want.
No, I'm gonna yield to you, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ready?
Okay. So there
right.
was a second, a motion and a second?
Yes. Are you all ready?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Briha, Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes.
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Okay, the next one is 100. Oh, you're welcome. The next one is 111th Street Old Timers Day, the 54th anniversary of the 111th Street Old Timers Day. And it's going to be on July 10th from 7 a.m. to breakdown 6 p.m. And it's going to be on East 111th Street between 5th and Madison. Is anyone here from that event?
Yes, Santos Negron is here.
Yes, and so is Wilfred
Okay.
Runtup.
Hey, Lloyd, how are you?
Good, Carlos. How are you?
Good, good. Santos,
How you doing, Carlos? Pleasure to talking to you.
good to hear you guys' voice, and I'm good that it's, once we approve it, it's happening again, because it's one of the largest events in East Harlem, which I give kudos to you guys.
Okay. Good evening, committee members. My name is Wilfred Runtup. I'm the newly elected president of 111th Street. Our founder, Charlie Candelario, died in 2019. And although our age is 54 years old, this will actually be our 52nd Old Timers Day, because we weren't able to have one the last 2 years due to COVID. Again, this is one of the highlights of our community. Most of the, in fact, most of the members, new and old, of El Barrio come to our event. We usually have anywhere from 5,000 to 7,000 people participate. We provide live music, DJ, vendors, food, particularly cultural food, Puerto Rican dishes, and information desks for the community. I'm hoping that this permit gets approved, because we're anticipating a large turnout this year, since we weren't able to have one the last 2 years. Thank you. Any questions? I'll be happy to answer.
Committee, any questions? Angela?
Yes. Hello, and I have been to this event and I understand the significance to the community. What I have a problem with is that you do have a very large crowd that is way over capacity for the one block that you have it in. It spills over out onto the sidewalk, into the community. Is there a plan of that? And also, and our COVID numbers are going up again. That is a very confined space. And do you have protocols in place to maintain a flow of people so that it doesn't become overcrowded?
Yes, we do. And I understand your concern. Most we have it as a two-part block party. The Madison to 5th is usually where we have the vendors. Most people congregate between 5th and Lenox, where we have the largest schoolyard. We have supplied, we have volunteers that act as fire marshals, and also we have volunteers for security that keep the flow of people going.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for the question.
Make a motion
Any
to
other
approve.
questions from the committee? If not, can I get a motion?
Carlos makes a motion to approve.
Second that motion, Leroy Andino.
Thank you. Marlene, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Madame Brija, Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Okay,
Judith Ferraro,
Yes,
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava, and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Judith, number 20,
Yeah, the next one is
Judith,
yeah,
number 24,
Yes.
25 are both Mac Levine's applications. So the
yes,
committee,
I know, I was just gonna say,
To
can we
bundle.
bundle them?
yeah,
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know, I saw that. Okay, the next two, first one is Jungle Gym It's the youth-led outdoor obstacles, games, art, etc. And it's on July 22nd from 9:30 a.m. To breakdown 5:30 p.m. And it's on East 116th Street between Lexington Avenue and 3rd Avenue. This has, they've had this numerous times. And the second one is also Jungle Gym, and it's on August 12th, 9:30 a.m. and breakdown 5:30 p.m. And it's on East 106th Street between Lexington Avenue and 3rd Avenue. We can bundle this, but first is Mac here? Is anyone here from Jungle Gym?
Yes, Mac is here.
Oh, hi, Mac.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, how are you? Can you give us a little bit more information?
Sure. So we've reduced the number of days that we're doing this year to 2, as you've noticed. We plan on having about 80 youth working on this project, and they will be doing everything from designing it to promoting it to staffing it to getting people excited to play outside. And we're hoping it will be our most creative event yet. We invite everybody to participate at a social distance, and we'll also be having some tabling from local community and other groups that can share health information with the community. And I just want to thank you for any opportunity to allow our youth to prosper in this time of the pandemic.
Okay, Mac. All right. I see that you're going to have an amusement device, so you have all the pertinent information, liability insurance and all that, and I'm sure that you do because I know how you work.
We have not submitted that
Hello?
yet. Oh, hello? Yeah, we have not.
Yes, I'm here, Mac.
Have not submitted that yet. In SAPO, the place that we were working with in prior years went out of business during the pandemic, is our understanding. So we will be submitting a different
Right.
to operate it, but yes, they will have permits and be in compliance with the city regulations.
Okay, committee, any questions from anyone on the committee? Boy, the committee's so quiet
Motion
tonight.
to approve Carlos.
Okay.
I second that,
Any second?
Carlos.
Thank you.
Wait, it's, excuse me, I'm sorry. It's a motion to bundle the two together.
Right, they're both they're bundling together. That's correct.
I second the bundle.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, Marlene?
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes.
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome, Matt. All right, the next one is Community Day. Their intent is to bring the love of God and hope to our fellow
Good.
brothers and sisters. That's no, hello? Oh.
Yes,
That's going to be
26 and
The
20.
Reverend Ayala?
Yes,
What?
Carlos.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, 26 and 27 are the same applicant, just so you're aware. It's the
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we're on the Community Day, right?
Yes, 26,
Uh,
27.
July,
27.
Yes, both from the Reverend. Right, so the committee can do as you wish with that information, but they're from the same.
Oh, you want to bundle those two?
No,
What
it's
kind?
not up to me. So you can choose that. I'm just letting you know that those two
Okay,
numbers are from
well,
the same person.
I make a motion to approve and bundle both of them.
One
26 and 27.
second, I finish, please, let me finish. Okay, so the community day and the back to school education block party, which is on August 27th. The community day is July 23rd. And they're both from the same applicant. And the community day is on 100th Street between Lexington and Park Avenue. And the back to school is on 100th Street between Lexington Avenue and Park Avenue. And it's from the same applicant. Is the applicant here?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to give us a little insight? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
Hi,
okay.
thank you so much for having me here. We've been doing this for the back to school is going on our 18th year.
Right.
And then our community day, we've been doing it for probably much more longer than that as well. As our church has been in the neighborhood for about 70 years. You know, we're here to support our neighbors and our children. And that's why we continue to do this event to make sure that our kids are getting what they need for their education, and our neighbors get some upliftment through song and through inspiration and through speaking and dancing. So we're just here to support. And yes, Carlos, we do for our back to school, we always have community organizations that come. So you guys are always welcome to come and be part of our events.
Thank you very much, Reverend.
Okay, any other questions from the committee? Okay, is there a motion?
So move, Carlos.
I'll
Second
second
that
it.
motion, Leroy Andino.
Okay, well, that's for the both of them, to bundle the both of them, the community day and the back to school.
That's correct.
Okay. All right, Marlene. Thank
Leroy
you.
and Dina,
Yes.
Adem Briha.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what was your vote, Adem? Adem, what was your vote?
I think he said yes.
I'm sorry?
He said yes, but then he faded away.
Oh, he said yes, okay. Carlos
said-
Diaz,
Yes.
Yeah.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Rivero,
Yes.
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you all.
Okay,
Really
thank-
appreciate it. Have a great night.
Nice.
All right,
Okay,
Pastor,
you
thank you.
too.
All right. God bless you.
Okay. All right, the next one is, the event name is barbecue. It's a community barbecue block party. And it's, July 23rd from 12 noon to breakdown 9 p.m. And it's going to be on East 129th Street between Fifth Avenue and Madison Avenue. Let's see, and it's a full street closure. Is the applicant here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Is that Roshanda?
You got it.
Okay. Can you give us a little speed talk about this event?
Yes, I can. So I lived
Okay.
on that block for 31 years. Growing up, my dad used to have barbecues that he would throw in front of the building. At this point in time, this is when we didn't need permits. My dad recently passed away in January, and a constant
sorry.
question in the neighborhood is, you guys should do another barbecue. You guys should have a community barbecue. So here I am. on behalf of everyone, trying to put together a community barbecue for our block.
Okay, committee, any questions? I guess not. Okay. Do we have a motion?
Motion
Make a
to
motion,
approve.
Carlos Diaz. And my
Second.
condolences, by the way, to your dad.
Yes,
Thank you.
I'll second the motion. And I just want to know, will there be real Texas style barbecue?
Well, we're gonna all chip in. This is a group effort.
Oh, God. Yes, the Cowboy's gonna bring it in. Okay, Marlene, I'm sorry.
Diego Andino,
Yes.
Madame Brija, Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes, and I think that them tried to say something.
Yeah, he did.
mhm,
Yes.
Judith Rivera,
Yes,
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
The motion carries.
thank you. Okay, the next
Thank
one
you,
is
guys.
Oh, you're welcome. Enjoy. And you too, Angela, enjoy. The next one is James Weldon Johnson.
Yes, Carol Johnson, part of the committee.
I'm sorry.
I'm Carol Johnson. I'm part of the Johnson Day Unity Day Committee.
Oh, okay. No, I was reading it, so I didn't hear. It's the James Weldon Johnson House's Love and Unity Day. It's
Yes.
annual, and it's on July 30th from 9 a.m. to breakdown 6 p.m. It'll be on East 112th Street between Lexington and 3rd Avenue, and it's a full street closure. Okay, you're on now. Go ahead.
Again, I'm Carol Johnson. I was born and raised in Johnson houses, and I'm slightly older than my brother who put the application in. I believe Johnson houses was the very first project that began to have Love and Unity Day. I know we had it when I was in my single digits, and I'm in my 60s now. And it's a day where people come, former residents come literally from all over the country back on that day. And one thing that we see that has really, really lifted our spirits is that it was always the old timers, but now we're showing the younger ones what continuity looks like. So now they're inviting their friends, and it's generational. And so we just want to be out there, you know, just to share the love and just to, you know, to keep it going.
Okay, committee, any questions from the committee?
Johnson.
Carol,
Yes.
did you send me an invitation?
I'm so sorry, but it will be on Facebook.
Thank you, Carol.
Oh, you're welcome, dear.
You don't even know who this is.
Yes, I do, Angela.
Oh, okay.
Angela, your voice is very distinct.
Angela, make the motion, Angela.
I make a motion to approve this event.
Angela, I'll second
Second.
it because I'm from 111th Street and I'm familiar with the events at James Weldon Johnson Center.
Okay.
Can I
Thank you,
just
guys.
add one thing? We're also going to be doing a real health outreach. We'll be giving COVID testing, vaccines, and we will be distributing PPE throughout the event, and also the self-testing kits for people to take home.
You know what, Carlos? I just thought of something. We didn't ask Miss Carolyn. Will you be accepting vendors?
Yeah, I think it'd be great, especially like the hospitals and the nursing homes in the area, like 106 and
We
Metropolitan
usually
Harlem
do.
Hospital.
We usually have vendors like along Lexington Avenue, and they stopped us from doing it because before we would put tables between Lexington and 3rd in the complex. but they stopped us from doing that. So they said we had to put them on 112th Street and Lexington Avenue at 112th, 113th and Lexington, but they get a lot of play. It's not like they're there and no one knows about it. That's where they were last year. And I know as a CERT person, I had a table out there as well. We gave away over 600 bags of material. So people will come to the tables.
So you're the contact person if any CBO or healthcare providers
Will come to the tables.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, we took a motion, right, Marlene?
Yes, are you guys ready to go into the vote?
Yes.
Okay. Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Brija,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes.
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Come out that day. You'll have a ball.
You're welcome. All right, the next one is the 11th annual Welcome Home Barbecue. And it's going to be on July 30th from 10 a.m. to breakdown 7 p.m. And it's going to be on East 119th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenues. And is the applicant here?
Yes.
Okay. Hello? Applicant? Is
Yes,
that
hello, my
done?
name is Richard Medina,
Okay.
and Diana Ortiz and Michelle Medina. We're representing Exodus Transitional Community, who sponsors this event. This event has been going on since.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Diana, go ahead if you want.
No, that's okay. I was muted. Go ahead. Thank you, Richard.
And we've been representing this event since 2010. We wasn't able to do it for the last 2 years, but Exodus works towards re-entry population and trying to network and get people together so that we could establish working networks, housing networks, and things like that. This event is part of the re-entry population and the community. This year, we are expanding it a little bit more to provide little things for the children. Yes, and I'm a representative from 119th Street. I was born and raised in 119th Street, and we've had this event for actually 11 years, and not one incident has occurred.
Okay, perfect. Committee, any questions?
Make a motion to approve.
Okay. There a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Angela. Marlene?
You're very welcome, Judith.
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Brija,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes.
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Okay.
everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, have
Nice.
fun. All right, the next one is 1405/107 Family Reunion. It's a block party on July 30th from 11:30 a.m. to breakdown 8 p.m. And it's on East 105th Street between Park Avenue and Lexington. And it's a full street closure. Is the applicant here?
Yes, the applicant was here, but I'm not seeing her anymore. So if you've called in, just press *9 to raise your hand on your phone. It's *9. And if you're not muted, then just raise your hand virtually, please. It's almost 9 o'clock. I think that's why some of these
I
people.
know, yeah.
And did they had this before?
Yeah, this is not a new event.
Yeah, this is not new.
And I know that it's late, so I'd like to make a motion for approval, please.
Okay, second.
I'll second it, Adem.
Thank you, Adem. Okay, Marlene?
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Leroy
Let's go.
Andino,
Yes.
Adem Brija, Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donado,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes,
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
The motion carries.
okay, thank you. Let's try to get through this. We're almost done. Community Love. That's the name of the event. It's an event to give back to the community. It's on August 27th, starting at 10 a.m. to break down 6 p.m. It's on East 124th Street between Madison Avenue and Park Avenue. Is the person here for the event, Michelle Chapman?
Another representative has attended.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
fine.
she
Can
has
you
the
give us
ability
a
to
li-
speak.
Now, can you give us a little input?
I am here.
Okay,
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. We are No Women Left Behind. This would be our second annual Community Love Day. We feed the hungry in Harlem on 125th in Park. And so we thought it would be a good thing last year to just share some love with the community. Everything is free. We have vendors, we have food, we have clothing, we have give back to the children to assist them with going back to school. And so we'd like to do it again this year. It would be our second annual Community Love Day.
okay. Any questions from the committee? Angela?
Yes, 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 yes. Congratulations, Joyce.
Yes, 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 yes.
Joyce met
Yes.
at the only in-person meeting that we had last year when she brought the same event up. And I can see that you have moved so far from there, and I'm extremely proud of you. So that was the comment I wanted to make. Thank you for coming before the board again. I hope
Thank
to
you.
see you next year.
Yes, 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 yes. It's a blessing to be a blessing.
Motion to approve the application.
Okay, second.
I'll second it, Adem.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you, Adem. Marlene?
Leroy Andino,
Yes. Yes.
Adem Brija.
Yeah.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donado,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes,
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries.
thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good evening.
Okay, have fun. All
Yes.
right, next one is El Barrio Old Timers Block Party for Old Friends.
Hallelujah.
Hello? Who's that?
I
Did you guys hear me? The El Barrio Old Timers on September 3rd from 12 p.m. to breakdown 7 p.m. and it's going to be on 105th Street between Madison Avenue and 5th Avenue. Any questions from the committee? It'll be a full street closure.
Make a motion to approve.
Okay.
I will second the motion.
Is it, wait a minute, is the event person here?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, well,
Okay. Yes, I know. Obviously, you know him, Carla.
I do.
Yeah.
And we supported it at the
does-
nursing home as well.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I
so
don't
is
see
that
him anymore.
William?
He's probably left the call.
Oh, so he's not here.
I still second Carlos's motion.
Okay, thank you, Miss Angela. Okay, Marlene,
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
yes,
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries.
thank you, guys. Okay, next one is Back to Beautiful. I guess I should go to that one, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, kidding. Not kidding at all, really. Anyway, it's on September 3rd from 8 a.m., breakdown 6 p.m. It's on East 128th Street between Lexington and Park Avenue, and it's a full street closure. Is the event person here, Shaniqua?
Yes, hello, it's Shanique. I'm here.
Oh, hi. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Can you give us a little insight to this?
Yes, absolutely. So Art in the Park has been in existence for 7 years. What we do is we expose children in urban underserved areas to all forms of art programming. So this year we're extremely excited about doing a full street closure to provide resources to the community and also provide art therapy to the young youth that we also serve. We are going to, like I said, provide resources. We're going to have healthy food. We're going to have activities for the children and special guests. So we're extremely excited.
Oh, okay, thank you. You're going to have an amusement device. Do you have the appropriate paperwork, liability, insurance, and all of that?
Yes, we do have liability insurance, but it's still up in the air if we are going to have a bounce house or any type of amusement devices.
Okay, all right. Does the committee have any questions on this? Boy, the committee's quiet. No questions?
Make a motion to approve.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll
Second.
second it.
Who seconded?
Miguel.
Okay, thank you, Miguel.
Thank you so much, committee.
Marlene?
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Leroy.
Enjoy.
We gotta vote. Gotta vote.
Leroy Andino,
Yes.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes,
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes.
and Jordan Wright.
Yes.
The motion carries.
okay.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you. Good night. Let's not all cheer. This is the last one. Uptown Oktoberfest. It's going to be on October 8th from 9 a.m. to breakdown 8 p.m. on East 120th Street between 5th Avenue and Madison Avenue. It's right by Marcus Garvey Park. There'll be food vendors, et cetera, et cetera. Is the applicant here?
Yes, I am. Good evening, everybody. My name is Marco Shalma. Hi, everybody. So my name is Marco Shalma. I'm from Mask Hospitality. We the one who are producing the, I don't know if you guys get a chance, the Uptown Night Market on 12th Avenue by the bridge. And the Uptown Oktoberfest is actually a large project that is celebrating the Oktoberfest that originated in Munich, Germany. And it goes around from October 17 from September 17 all the way to the first weekend in October. And part of what we're trying to do and working with different officers, including the park department and the borough president, is to have all the businesses above 110th Street be part of the celebration and different activation around the city. So the street closure that we're requesting is going to be part of the culmination of that 3 weeks long activity that's happening around Uptown all the way to the Heights. And it will be adjacent with the location, it's adjacent to the park, and in the park we'll have all family activities that we currently working with the park department and Jenna from the park to curate. And we wanted to add an element of like food vendors, and we thought that would be like an amazing kind of opportunity to do that on that street closure, to have the food vendor placed over there, right adjacent to the sit down areas, and that will be the culmination of the Uptown October 1st festivities that goes around for 3 weeks.
Okay. Questions, anyone? Angela.
Yes. First question, will alcohol be sold?
No.
No alcohol. 2, have you spoken to the church about this event? Because I believe that's going to run past Bethel Gospel Assembly.
We are talking right now. So one of our partners is Mr. Vosa Rivers with the new theater heritage in the Harlem Marcellus, and he's currently activating and to discuss that with them. It was mentioned by Marlene as well, and we took note of that, and we'll have that conversation. I can find out tomorrow from Vosa if he already had that conversation or not. But that's something definitely that we are going to be having a conversation with.
Okay.
Any other questions? Guess not. How about a motion?
Okay, I need to do a deep dive with this, with Adem, probably and Marlene. Personally, I feel we should wait until the church approves it, because this has got to run right in front of the church. There's no way that it can't.
I know exactly where it is. Yeah,
It's on 120th, right? It's on the
yeah, I
opposite.
know exactly where it is.
But you said, see, that's why I'm a little
120th
confused.
between-
No, it's on 120th. The patch of 120th between 5th and Madison, which is opposite the entrance for the church. The entrance for the church is on 119.
No. There's an entrance on 120th also.
Yes, there is.
There's a different part of the church that you're talking about.
That is actually
on
the
119.
front of the church.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
And being a I'm not familiar. I live on 118 and 5th, and I'm not sure. I haven't seen any. I've seen on Sundays, but not on Saturdays. Is it something?
Doesn't matter. I still believe. I personally feel you should speak to the church, because you don't know what they do on the weekends either, and make sure that they're in agreement. They are an established organization in this community. As they stated earlier, they've been here for 105 years. I think that we should give a level of deference to their thoughts on how you should set this up.
And how do you think like that would be in the way of that? How do you feel that that's going to be in the way?
I don't, but until you have a conversation with them, I personally could not go along with this.
But we're talking about a street closure, we're not talking about a sidewalk or anything, right?
Yes, okay.
Listen, Mr. Shalma, what you should do is speak to the I guess the pastor of the church. You could walk in there at any time, someone will be there and explain the situation, because the 120th Street is right in front of their entrance and the park is on the other side. So,
yeah, but this is more for the street closure, right? Like we're talking about a few hours on a street closure and with 2 wide sidewalks. I understand that we should have a conversation and kind of talk about it. And we have quite the backing behind that as an organization or whatnot. But I'm just saying, like, I apologize. I'm just trying to understand, because for the street closure, like the SAPO permit and and with the park, involved with that, I'm just not understanding how is that going to be affecting the church. That's if you can
So
just.
I have a question to pose to you.
Yes.
If the church was a big restaurant and you're going to bring other restaurants in front of their space, would
Yeah.
you not speak to them first?
Well, like I've been doing this for about 10 years now in the city, and we do events all over the city, and with the
Right, but not
with
in
all-
that space.
I understand there's other spaces as well. What I'm trying to say is, even with this we open street program or the street closure program, we do those kind of events activation in front of like restaurants in busy street, Frederick Douglass on 125th Street. So, so the city is kind of encouraging us to go and activate different element, and especially something that is never been done before in the Upton community to celebrate all those, like there's over 300 small businesses that are participating in the festivities. So what we wanted to do is like we wanted to kind of create a situation that we culminate in an event in Marcus Garvey Park, and then we'll have some place to feed the people.
So I have another question then. Since
Yes, ma'am.
there's so many businesses,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
percentage of those businesses come out of East Harlem?
All the businesses that are participating are above 110th Street, all the way uptown. And so those businesses are not coming into the event. This event is a culmination of a marketing campaign. So basically, businesses on 110th Street, on the east side, on the west side, they will be participating within the festivities throughout the 3 weeks leading to the event.
Okay,
This
and again,
particular
my
event-
question was,
Angela,
what percentage come
I
from
understand your
the
question,
east
but
side?
I
You
understand
said
your
300
question.
vendors. They could all come from the west side and 2 from East Harlem.
No, but
You
you're not
don't want to.
you're not listening to me.
I heard what you said.
I understand your question,
Angela.
but
Angela, wait a second. Adem has his hand up. Before we get into any kind of rustle with the event person, let Adem speak, and then we'll go back to you.
Yeah, did they get any letters of support?
I don't see anything here.
So then our procedures require a letter of support,
Yeah,
religious
I don't
organization.
see anything here.
Let-
Marlene, did you speak to anyone regarding this, Marlene?
They did not supply letters of support.
Okay, so then my point being that our procedures require a letter of support. Angela has raised that there is a church that could be affected.
Yep,
And
yep.
so every street closure requires a letter of support from an organization that is located nearby. This would qualify. I think that in order to approve this, there should be a letter of support, at least a letter of support of some kind. And now it sounds like preferably from that church. This is for October 8th. I don't see
From the
why
church.
this needs to be approved tonight if we're missing things. And so it looks like we are.
copy that.
Okay, Mr. Shalma?
Yeah. Copy
Okay,
that.
so try to get, you must get a letter of support for this, and it should be from the church.
And just a quick question before that. So what about the, and this is me to say, because the second option that the park department was offering is the area on Madison Avenue. Is what do we need to get over there? Also the letter from the church?
Wait, what on Madison Avenue?
Just basically like, we're in conversation with the parks department about, doing what we're doing across the park. So we will be activating in 6 different points in Marcus Garvey's Park at that event. I mean, this is like what we're working towards now. And the question was, because we wanted to add the food element, it was like between the conversation between 120th Street, like the area that I mentioned, and the
Yes.
other option was to do like a certain part of Madison between 120th and 124th. Obviously, not the whole length of that. Even if it's just like taking a sidewalk, like the sidewalk permit and the car traffic, is that, will that require the same kind of procedure? Do you guys, can you
Well,
guys?
then you would have to do a sidewalk between 120th and 124th on the sidewalk. But we will not close Madison Avenue.
Yeah, no,
because
I'm talking about this, you're right, like this, the sidewalk permit with the, the car lane. Does that also require the same kind of type of letters of support and stuff like that?
Yes.
All
We
right,
asked for letter of
Oh,
support.
you would
in
have
the
to
area.
probably get something, you would probably have to get something from the park. Because there's entryways to the park on the sidewalk between 120th and 124th.
okay, and will that falls also under the church, just so I can cover all my bases?
No, that falls under the park.
All right, cool. All right, you guys, and final question, so when you guys are going on, isn't the community board goes on a break between June and September?
We meet next month, so
Uh,
you can come next month.
Yes,
So,
we go on
June
break
is-
July and August.
all right, so June there's a meeting, so I can come back in June with like the letters and everything, and then we can try
Yes.
process it again, right?
Yes.
All right, sounds good. Thank
Adem, you have anything else to say?
No, there's just another hand up in the attendees.
Oh, there is, I can't see that. All
I don't
right.
see the last name. It's Vedetta, but I don't see who the last name
Smith.
is.
Oh, that
Vedetta
was,
Smith.
yeah, that was, yeah, we did hers already. She wasn't here when we called. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think it was approved already.
It was approved.
Yeah, that
All
was
right, so then,
approved already.
if it's about a different application, then for this one, I'll make a motion to deny.
I second
Okay.
the motion.
Okay. Marlene?
Leroy Andino.
Abstain.
Just give me a second, guys.
Okay, Cooper, wait.
Adem Briha,
Deny.
Carlos Diaz,
Deny.
Angela Donadell,
Deny.
Judith Fabraro,
Deny.
Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Nah.
and Jordan Wright.
Deny.
Okay, this motion carries.
Okay, guys.
Can you tell me who made it, please?
Let him know that if you could bring the letter next month to the next meeting, we could probably then.
Marlene, I made the
Okay.
motion to deny.
Okay, and who seconded it, please?
I did, Marlene.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Sharma, just come back next month. This event will just go on the June agenda, okay?
And if he can get those letters to you, that would be great.
I mean, if I could get it to you.
I'm sorry?
No, I mean, like, if I can get it to you, not if you can get it to me, right?
No, you need to get the letters of support to Marlene
Yeah, okay.
in the office.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Good night.
Okay, thank you. Woo!
Make a motion to go to bed. I mean,
Well, I'm going to that beautiful place where it says make you beautiful.
Good night,
Okay.
everyone.
Good night.
All right.
And Dino, night. Let's see.
No, we have to,
let's-
don't we?
wait,
Judith,
are
just
we-
do
are-
old
are-
business, new business, go through it.
Yeah, I know.
nothing.
They're already leaving. I know. Is there any old business,
No,
new business,
no.
announcements?
To deny.
I'm having a health fair on Friday at the Garden and Union Settlement.
Oh, nice.
Everybody is welcome to attend.
Great.
Oh, thank you very much,
Motion to adjourn.
Angela.
Sorry for the problem.
All right, good night,
All right.
everybody.
Good night. Better, Dem.
What?
Thank you.
wait, adjourning at 9:12. Oh my God, Marlene? Marlene?
Yes,
Yeah, adjourning at 9:12.
I got it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone.